Hey my witches, I am back. I am going to do a reading for the week. Happy Ostara, first of all, spring equinox, happy spring. And for those of you in the southern hemisphere, happy Mabon, happy fall equinox. So wherever you are in the world, I hope you had a wonderful, amazing day. So I'm going to be doing a reading for the week of March 21st to 27th. And I'm going to be using the Animal Wisdom Tarot, which is one of my favorite decks. The backing looks like there. And once again, I think I'm going to do each of the astrological signs. So obviously most people know their sun sign, so please pay attention to that. But if you also know your moon sign or your rising sign, then pay attention to that as well for sort of a combined message. So just going to ask the cards. Oh, we had a flip over, so I am going to stop. We got Albatross, which is 8 of feathers. There it is. So this card is really all about making sure that you are not trapping yourself. Sometimes it feels like we're in a situation where there isn't a way out, but often it's just the way that we're looking at things. And so this I'm seeing as a theme overall for everyone this week is to really look at things in a new way. The albatross also has the ability to fly very far. So it's saying that we can go further than maybe we expect that we can. So that is an overall message I get for today. So split. Okay, here we go. So for Aries, we got Owl, Keeper of Light, often called the Hermit. So if you are an Aries, this is a week to really look within towards your own guidance, to not so much listen to others, but to listen to the wisdom within yourself. And just like the owl who represents wisdom, also sometimes that wisdom may come to you at night. The owl is a nocturnal creature, and so dreams that you have, any thoughts that you have, intuitive hits at night will probably be relevant to you. For Taurus, we have the sea turtle, or nurturer of shells, often known as the Queen of Cups. So this is really a week to nurture yourself and to kind of just be at home and relax, nurture yourself, surround yourself with beauty, with things that you love. Also very intuitive week for you, so very, very gentle week for those of you who have Taurus as your sun or ascendant or moon sign. For Gemini, we have the Grosbeak, the 3 of feathers. So Gemini, this may be a week that brings up some sorrow and some sadness for you, and whether that's something that triggers a past memory for you or a disappointment of some kind this week, it's saying that that will pass and that it's okay to grieve any losses that you have this week. Next we have Cancer. We have the Salamander, or 2 of branches. This is a great week for Cancer to make plans, really think positive, make plans towards, you know, any creative goals or any business goals that you have. This is a good time to kind of make those plans and think about things. So remember that Salamander is a creature of 2 worlds, so they're comfortable on water and land. So it's saying that sometimes you're kind of living between 2 worlds at times, and so you have to kind of try to find that balance or find where you want to be more. Do you want to be more in the physical realm or the spiritual realm at this time? So that's for Cancer. For Leo, we have Falcon, the Seeker of Feathers. So the Falcon is all about listening to the messages that are coming your way this week for Leo. It's about, you know, the thoughts that we have, trying to discern between what's the worries that are floating around our head and what are actual intuitive messages. And there are maybe people who are trying to, you know, have a negative influence in your life, but it's saying to pay no attention to them because they're just trying to bring negativity into your life. So there you go. For Virgo, we have Earth Mother. Earth Mother. So this is usually the Empress in most decks. So this is a great week for you. This is going to be a week of creativity, abundance, a lot of good things coming your way, taking care of yourself, but also you're being generous with others. So it's definitely a week of abundance and generosity. So enjoy yourself this week. For Libra, we have Spider, Sacred Spinner. So this is also the Wheel of Fortune, meaning that fate is something that will play a part in this week, things that are meant to be. It's also saying that we also weave our fate. So be careful what vibrations you're putting out into the universe. Are you putting positive ones? Or are you putting negative ones? What are you drawing towards you? So being very careful and aware of that this week. Scorpio, we have Llama, the Seeker of Fossils. So Llama is, this is usually the Knight of Pentacles, so slow and steady, gently going towards your goal, you know, not taking big, giant leaps or rushing things, but just steadily and patiently working towards things. And then we have Sagittarius. We have the Otter, the Three of Shells, or Three of Cups, sometimes known. So this is about joy and laughter and getting together with friends. And, you know, Easter weekend's coming up, so enjoying the Easter weekend, enjoying things with friends. Definitely a time to relax, a time to get together. So definitely a good week for Sagittarius. For Capricorn, we have the Nurturer of Feathers, or the Queen of Swords. So Capricorn is a time where you may have to set some boundaries and say no. And even if people don't always like that, or they think that you're, you know, that they call you names for it or whatever, that's totally fine. You need to protect yourself, and you also need to make some good decisions, some wise decisions. Also means drawing on past experiences and drawing on the wisdom from what you've had before. Aquarius, we have the Parrot, the Seer of Feathers. So this is a time, again, where we need, for those of you that have Aquarius as your sign or one of your major signs, this is time to really start looking at the thoughts that we're putting out into the world. This seems to be a theme going on for a lot of the signs this week. But to question things, and if something doesn't sound right, you need to question it, because again, sometimes people say things to get a rise out of you, or they do things that, or maybe you know, they are misguided, or they have like the wrong information. So it's a good time to question things for Aquarius, not to just parrot things back at people or just to take things at face value. And Pisces, we have Jaguar, the Eight of Branches. Pisces, this is going to be a fast-moving week, lots of communication, lots of running around. It's going to be busy, busy week, but in a positive way. And it says to use your power wisely. So make sure that, you know, you're going to be busy, busy, but make sure you're also taking care of yourself. So that's what I see for each sign. I'm going to look at the overall one underneath, even though one popped out for us. Aha. We have Rat, which is the Four of Fossils. So this is a week to make sure that you are using your money wisely and taking care of your resources and also your time. Sounds like a lot of us are going to have a lot of things on our plate this week and be busy, and it's saying that we need to take care of ourselves and not to take care of our money. And in a way, it's saying like it's not so much about overspending, but about sometimes we're being stingy with ourselves. Sometimes we're not giving ourselves things we need or nurturing ourselves, and that may not be necessarily spending money, but spending time with ourselves. So we need to be not stingy with ourselves and use our resources wisely. So that's what I see this week. If anybody notices anything else in the cards, please you know, put in the comments below. I love comments and questions, and I will be back again later. All right, bye everyone.